Hi, today I'm talking about technology to stop crime, which developed by my team is surveillance cameras to detect heat and dangerous objects. The CCTV or closed-circuit television, we mainly use it in banks, in museums, or in areas where high security is required, such as your personal space. It's just a regular CCTV, so it can do a lot of things, just like a regular CCTV. So why don't you buy the usual stuff? So let us take a closer look. We have modified this camera to have more specialized capabilities. In other words, we have developed the camera to be more outstanding in terms of safety. We also have the idea to develop the AI system as far as we can. That's the AI system will give you peace of mind in the safety of your home, personal space, working area, so you can rest easier than before because of the surveillance cameras detect heat and dangerous objects will do the rest. Our team design has designed the camera and done. We have three sizes. The first one is the biggest and most special because the first one have the bulletproof glass. It is durable and cannot be damaged easily. But with this feature, it's also taking too long and difficult to manufacture by humans. But we have technologies and blueprints to show what the part is, so we decide to manufacture by the factory and use some expensive materials such as titanium, aluminum, steel, and some polymer. To make sure we have high efficient productivity and fast production. Its total comes with 5.6 kilograms. Then we will check again by humans just to be sure again without the slightest problem for the customer. The first one named OASIS stand for overall resistant. They are all features as the name stand for, such as explosive resistant, withstand bullets from 22 to 50 cal, corrosion resistant, impact resistant, depending on the model of the camera, and the special is when the power supply stops. The camera is still running and can be used in terms for 2 days, depending on the function in use. 2 days we count with all the functions enabled.
The second one size is not too big but not too small to be unable to find the parts. But when the chip development was finished, the overall figure was a little bigger than the palm of an adult man, or should we call medium, because of usability and durability are at an acceptable level. And yes, we have a bulletproof glass on this camera too, just like an Oasis, but not as big as Oasis, just only on the lens of the cameras, because we think we decided to be easy to install, but it's hard to find. And with a little bigger size of an adult palm, that isn't look big for one room. So we decided to use a material just like a aluminum, steel, and some of polymer. And the total weight of the camera is at 0.8 kilogram. The name of this second one is ML, stand for a middle size. All of usability and durability are on standards, just for a certain level of safety. When the power supply stops, the camera is still running and can be used for 3 hours, depending on the function in use.
The third one side, we design them to work differently from the first one and second one. We use it unusually in terms of safety. We mostly use it for on-site installation. In another word, we actually use in terms of spy or hunting. This camera name SL 1.0 stands for small lens 1.0. This means that you have the author eye to capture everything, just like the camera you set up to shoot. The materials are inexpensive, such as polymer and some of aluminum. It has waterproof property and resistant to impact to a certain extent, but overall durability is very low compared to other models. Camera comes with a total weight 120 grams, and this kind of camera we have designed two models. The first is SL1L and the second is SL1B. SL1L means a wide light can move in a straight line or narrow. It has acceptable stand because made of aluminum, can be bent as desired, but be careful of it. And SL1B means box because the shape of it can be placed like a usual stuff to spy. The box is made of polymer, can handle too much impact. All of these cameras can get damaged quite easily. It should be installed and used properly.
About the color of camera body can be ordered to shop. It doesn't take long because our production process is step by step, which of course your ones no more have an out by the color. We have our standard style that is completely dye, and the color that you can customize. Install the cam. First, once the camera is installed, then we connect the camera to the server, and after this, the system will start setting itself. When the setting was finished, the camera will reboot the system and complete usable after this. You can log into the camera operation system and the camera will be yours. How it's working? That's the easy part. When the camera detects heads or a suspicious object in a split second, the AI system processes whether the detected object has reached the criteria. The criteria we have three levels. Level 1 has risk rate from 20 to 49%. Level 2 has risk rate from 50 to 79%, and level 3 has a risk rate from 80 to 100%. If the risk rate is on 30%, the AI system will do is always save the data to the server. Then if the risk is on 65%, the AI system will save the data to the server and notify the staff who are operating at the time. But if the risk still getting high to 88%, maybe the AI system will call the police. It's up to your setting on your camera program to every level.
The pros can be the eye of safety, high function and durability. It works even without power supply. There are many models of products, so there are wireless application. It has smart AI system and is constantly updating. There is an electromagnetic wave protection system for every camera, easy to use for every model. The OSS costs $450, ML costs $240. It works even without power supply but with limit times. Durability has limit is depending on model and materials. The server room still need a lot of maintenance. Repairing the camera is difficult when it is damaged at a critical point. Must be sent for repair by the factory specialist or specialized technicians. Must look at the suitability of the installation areas. Installation is quite difficult. Electromagnetic wave protection system is up to model.